Welcome to Unit 2, the characteristics of highly effective teams. In this unit, we'll explore what attributes must be in place to create a highly effective team. We will examine the characteristics of highly effective teams with a focus on developing an understanding of the necessary building blocks for team success. As a result of completing this unit, you will be able to identify the approaches shared by successful teams, understand the necessary elements of effective teams, describe how a team may develop in maturity toward effectiveness, and you will be able to detail the characteristics of highly effective teams. So let's get started. Approaches shared by successful teams include, number one, an established sense of urgency, demanding performance standards and direction. They include selection of members for existing skills or skill potential, not personality. They include setting performance-related tasks and goals immediately. They set up the proper use of up-to-date information and leverage the use of positive feedback, recognition, and team reward systems. Effective teams share the following building blocks. Number one, a common purpose that is clear, shared, and focused. An open culture based on effective communication, respect, and engagement. They have a clarity in roles. The right people with the right roles possessing access to the required tools and resources to complete the project work. As teams develop and mature, we'll witness an evolution from simple work groups toward high-performance teams. This chart depicts this evolution. Note the drop in performance when teams are initially assembled. After this initial forming and storming stage in their development, teams mature and progress up the performance ladder toward high performance. Characteristics or attributes of highly effective teams include attributes such as communication, trust, efficiency, effective leadership, and cohesion. Next, we'll investigate each of these attributes in greater detail. This is an interesting statistic. PMI research indicated that 55% of project managers agree that effective communication is critical toward project success. In addition, research findings indicate that 74% of problems in distributed projects are due to improper or ineffective project communications. There are 4 communication practice categories to consider. Communication practices that are strategic related are practices where communications are connected with planning and the project environment. Strategic communications must be clear, of high quality, visible, and contain cross-cultural competence. Informational practices which generate, collect, disseminate, store, and disposition information. These communications will leverage many different modes to communicate, such as instant messaging, email, telephone, or even in-person communications. Emotional communication practices relate to practices concerning the building of trust and relationships. And finally, practical communication practices, which are clear and positive, based on understood behavioral team expectations. Decker mentions that projects can be well planned and adequately staffed with highly skilled, well-intentioned individuals, only to be derailed by one or more team members who do not exhibit behaviors that foster trust. In this regard, trust refers to the assured reliance on the character, ability, strength, or truth of someone or something. As a project manager, it's important to build trust by treating others as equals, being consistent between words and actions, admitting your mistakes, and apologizing when necessary, maintaining open communications, sharing information, demonstrating genuine caring for others, and finally, soliciting ideas, opinions, and help from others. From an efficiency perspective, efficiency refers to the ability to time, scope, and budget objectives. Efficient teams are able to produce quality results within defined constraints. Efficient teams have a high degree of satisfaction, a positive impact on the customer, they achieve business success, and prepare for the future. Efficiency factors leading towards success include team members with a strong ability to perform tasks that they are assigned to, an ability to work within time constraints, commitment on the team toward highest standards of quality, and finally, the ability to work or perform within a stressful project environment. The characteristics of a highly effective team is effective leadership. Research indicates that high-performing teams have defined and shared objectives. They're managed toward performance outcomes. They have active participation across their environment. They work within a supportive team culture, and the leader set up strong role clarity and definitions. Finally, highly effective teams are cohesive. They possess a strong desire to work with others on the team. They have a sense of sharing and collective goals, and have a sense of pride and enthusiasm. The following references were leveraged for use in development of this presentation.